am your host, MISHUMA, SABA, M.SABA, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace. And welcome to the show, Coffee Talk Podcast, the Coffee Talk Variety Podcast Show. And I am your host, MISHUMA, SABA, M.SABA. And this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. How y'all doing today? Good evening. Today is Tuesday, April 12th, and I'm happy to be here. I want to apologize to my viewers because we didn't get a show in this weekend, which was Friday and Saturday, but we did get one in Thursday. So if you definitely want to check out that past episode on Elon Musk, just go back one video and check that out. We didn't get a video in or a podcast in this weekend, unfortunately. But because we love to be here for our viewers, like our viewers are here for us, we thought, hey, let's go ahead and get it in tonight. So thank you for being a part of the show. And again, welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast. Now, we definitely got a good show tonight. We're going to talk about a few things that's in the news, such as CIERA, the R&B singer CIERA, quarterback of the Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson. And we also want to talk about rapper Future and discuss their little triangle. You know what I'm saying? And we want to go back before we move on. We want to go back and we want to talk about Will Smith and what's currently going on as far as his health and as far as, the academy. So we're going to definitely talk about that. And then we're going to have 3 acknowledgements, which we like to call our history. So that's what we're going to give you tonight. Is this Monday or Tuesday? I work overnight, y'all. It is Tuesday. So, sometimes I get my dates mixed up. All right. But thank you for tuning in to the show. And if this is your first time tuning in here at Coffee Talk, we never start our show without giving it some flavor as well as some wise words before we go ahead and begin our show. So today's flavor is Indonesian coffee. Indonesian coffee is the 4th largest producer of coffee. The coffee is a cultivation in Indonesia, which began in the 1600s and 1700s. It's known for its smooth, sweet body that is balanced and intense taste. So definitely recognizable by its aromas. So that's our flavor for today is Indonesian coffee. And I want to say this right now, it's raining in my city. It's one of those beautiful, cloudy, dark rains. The rain just started and got a few thunderstorms, but this is one of those rains where you need to be grabbing the body and watching some good movies and just snuggling a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? And that's why we bring you the Coffee Talk. So, get you some Indonesian coffee tonight because it's raining, or some cocoa, or some wine, or a smoothie. Turn the fireplace on, get snug, and enjoy our show. So that's the flavor for today. All right, now the wise words for today is this. And it was just a thought I was having. So tell me what y'all think. If you experienced this, what's your thoughts on it? But today's wise words is more like a question. And so the question is, you can go on for so many years being cool with someone, right? And it only takes that one situation, one disagreement, one lack of communication or lack thereof, and then y'all fall out. And the first thought you get during that time, during that period of time is, damn, what even made us meet in the first place? So think about that. Tell me what your thoughts are on that. Tell me, have you experienced anything like that? Go ahead and share your thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe, But that's the coffee talk question, which is usually a wise words, but that's the question for tonight. You can be with a person for years. And I'm not talking about just in relationships like y'all have a family or anything. I'm talking about just any type of relationship, business relationship, uh, professional relationship, non-professional relationship. But you can go years with someone, and it just takes one disagreement, one piece of adversity or any of that will just really bring problems between you two. You know what I'm saying? So that is the wise words there. So now let's go ahead and dive right in. So there was a podcaster, man. We ain't gonna go do all that and figure out who said it, whatever, blah blah blah. But it was reported last week that one of the podcasters had stated that CIERA is only with Russell Wilson for the money. And Russell Wilson and CIERA, I believe, have been married. Maybe 5 years, maybe 7. I didn't Google it. We can go ahead and Google it, but I believe they've been married between 5 to 7 years. She has 2 children by Russell, and one by a rapper by the name of Future, who a lot of the young people know that watch the show. They know who Future is. And when I heard about the comment, I'm like, it's unfortunate that that's what sells today. That's what garners attention today, is negative shit. When I see CIERA, man, she's happy with Russell. Russell is a great athlete. He comes from a good home. You know what I'm saying? Ain't out there getting arrested, raping nobody, drugging nobody. You know what I'm saying? And has been a man to take on another man's child. Because it's really bigger than sports to me. When we talking about relationships, you know what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate that people would think that, and it's almost like they try to influence that to our young women. Go ahead and get you a future. Well, let's talk about future. And I'm not going to diss the man. I'm not going to count his money and none of that, because I would, I don't do that to men. I live by the code. But I'm also a man of accountability when it comes to the situation. I'm not here to tell nobody what to do, but I'm just here to paint a picture. So, Future, man, the only thing I have a problem with him is the fact that he encourages our kids to take Xanax and all this other bullshit, all these drugs, what I'm saying, opium and all that. He's like the poster boy of the shit, and to me, that's devilish. And to me, I just feel like he's a puppet, man, luring our kids in the wrong direction. So I that's the only problem I have with Future. I don't know the man. As I was doing research for the show, one Google had stated that one Google site had said he's worth 40 million. He's cousin of somebody with the Dungeon family. You also know the Dungeon families like Goody Mob, Outkast, and several others. So he's related down there in Atlanta. And the other things I notice of him when I'm doing my research is, if you go on YouTube and you type in 7 rappers you think got money or is broke, he pops up. Now this brother might not be broke like you and I, if that's what y'all think broke is. Broke is a mind state. It ain't about money. Broke is a mind state. However, I know some of you talking money right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking, we're discussing, so I know some of you are envisioning his money. But I ain't gonna talk about nothing else about the man. What type of father he could be. Nothing like that. But as I'm doing my research on him, you know, the man has a lot of kids. I'm not here to diss no brother for having any kid. One kid to as many as he chooses to have. That's his business. But when the women start to come out and, you know, and holding up your bargain, put it like this, however it be, because people could lie on you, man. That's why I'm trying to keep it real smooth and respectful. But what is your thoughts? Would you rather have a future with the rapper Future, or would you want to have a Russell? Let's talk about Russell a little bit. You know, Russell, man, is another brother. And I'm happy saying that because, you know, again, if you just heard me talk about Future, we're not going to do no bashing. We're just going to put a few things out there that is already out there. With Russell, you know, he comes from a clean background, you know, from what it shows anyway. But one of the things I would say about Russell, man, is that he went after his woman that he wanted to marry. And that's CIERA. And from the looks of it, man, CIERA has been happy ever since that man has came into her life. And it makes me wonder if she's happy. Why do y'all care? Why do podcasters care to want to, oh, you need to be with Future? Why do we glorify the image that Future puts out there? And I say it that way because, again, I don't know Future. He may be a great guy. And I don't like to get caught up in the news. But I want to paint this picture of why is Russell a bad guy? You see this picture up here in the corner? Looks romantic to me. Looks like he's being a playboy, sweeping her off her feet. And look at that smile on her face. That's a beautiful smile on a woman that's happy. Look at that picture there, man. This man went ahead and accepted Future's son with CIERA, raising that young man as if he's his own. They have a beautiful family. So what is it really about, people? Is it about the livelihood as well as the image of having a beautiful family? The livelihood part, having a beautiful family, beautiful kids, giving them opportunity. Or is it about, I need the rah-rah type. I need the in the club type. I need the one that's not really accountable or responsible type. Is that what you really want, ladies? Do you feel like that type of man can take care of you better than the other man? You leave a comment, let me know. I'm not here to pick because I'm a man myself. But I'm here speaking on the fact that, man, why does Russell get all the, you know, why y'all cap on Russell? Because he ain't running around pumping guns? He ain't talking about dope? So that, does he seem weak to y'all? Future looks better. He seems better. Why? Because he's influencing your kids to be ignorant? A lot of kids that listen to Future probably ignorant. Come on, let's stop playing. Let's stop playing. Not all. So don't go hitting the comments and why is it gotta be all? You know, y'all so sensitive. But when I think of Future, I think to myself, what message are you giving the youth? What positive message have we seen? Because again, I don't know you. So you could be doing some good things down in your city. But your brand, how is it helping us? How is it helping our youth? How is it pushing us forward for generations? So you're a dude that's labeled as being up in the club all the time. And their media talks about your children and how many children you have. I'm not going to bash you, because I understand who the black man is. And, you know, if you want to have that many kids and you can take care of that many kids, all for it. But media outlets are discussing it otherwise. It's making it look like you just plant and bounce. I don't know. Because as soon as I was saying it, I'm thinking about Nick Cannon's situation. And his thoughts on it. Maybe that'd be another topic. But we have to stop selling this image of, oh, if you go to jail, you're strong and you are a man. And if you don't go to jail, you're a punk and you're weak. We have to stop this bullshit. Stop these lies. If you're out in the street every weekend and you wear the designer clothes, you the man. But if you a guy that smiles, a guy that talks about his family and how he cares about doing the right things, he's weak. Y'all got to get it together, people. That's what's in the news. They're saying CIERA, the hater podcaster, said, oh, she's just there for the money. She loves that man. Look at the last two dudes she's dated. Future and Bow Wow. And I guarantee you, Future's 15 Minutes is already up. His biggest year in music was 2017, 2018. You don't even really hear about him as much. He's falling. So did she make the right decision? She seems happy to me. Did she make the right decision? The kids seem happy to me. So that's just our thoughts on CIERA, Future, and Russell Wilson. Go ahead and leave a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are. Do y'all think CIERA's just with Russell for some money? You know they do share 3 kids. Do you think she should have stayed with Future? And if so, why? Go ahead and definitely leave a comment on that. We'd definitely love to hear about it. We'd love to continue this conversation. So now this is what we're going to do. We're going to get ready to go into our next segment. And I want to tell y'all something, man. It was like 4 videos ago. 4 videos ago, because I don't never number my episodes, which is not a bad thing. I just chose not to do it. But I do know that 4 videos back, maybe 3, you can go back and check it. Go ahead and get into our archives and take a look at our last 3 videos. You're going to run across how I felt about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock at the 96 Academy Awards. And there's something, the reason why I want you to go back and watch the video that I had, the podcast we had on it, because a lot of the stuff I said then came to fruition. It came real. And I'm about to explain it to you. In my past podcast on Will Smith and the Academy Awards fiasco, I said, Will, what are you doing? Should he defend his wife? Absolutely. Even though, to me, the joke was whack. It didn't garner him to have to do that. But I know that people want to get on that. Oh, defend your wife. So absolutely, you defend your wife. You could have did it a different way though. But if you go back to the podcast, I had stated, I said, the thing that upsets me the most is you slapping another black man in front of all these viewers. To be slapped by someone is disrespectful. It's almost it's secondary to being spit on. And those are two wicked things. So I was mad at Will Smith for doing that. But what I said in the podcast, our past podcast on the issue, was that Will Smith, be careful. Because it could turn on you. And you become the bad guy. And that's what happened. The Academy just recently decided to go ahead and suspend him for 10 years. Right? I think there's a bigger thing going on, though, with this whole situation. Why do you say that, SABA? I say that because, do you remember, and I want you to look it up on YouTube, but there was a video of comedian Eddie Griffin, right? And Eddie Griffin had made a statement that stated that in this entertainment business, all the black actors or entertainers, the people that control entertainment, Hollywood, music, sports, they want to put an asterisk next to every actor's or entertainer's name. So every time you see a black actor, entertainer, there's an asterisk by his name because his name he had did something. They have to attach some type of drama, some type of controversy to his name. Bill Cosby, Mike Tyson, R. Kelly, Eddie Murphy. They got to attach something to your name. You can't just be celebrated as a great actor or entertainer. You can't be celebrated for all the great things you've done. They always have to bring up the asterisk. Kobe Bryant, Nipsey. And I want to say this. Now Jada, everybody wanted to be like, because he protected his wife, she got to get all the applause, and nobody wanted to jump on her for how she was. But yeah, they know how devious she is. I lost so much respect for Jada. Jada, you done slept with your son's friend. And in this media here in this country, they let it slide. You know, he's not a young man. He's an adult. August, what is his name? August Alsina, Selena, Helena, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh, excuse my French. He's an adult. But they let you get away with it. If it was a man saying I slept with my daughter's friend, they ready to throw us in prison. Even if it wasn't real. Because, you know, we live in a society now where you got to prove you're innocent. You guilty before you innocent. It used to be the other way around. You're innocent until proven guilty. No, you're guilty. Now prove that you're not. I bring this all up to say this, man. I want to send a shout out to Will Smith, man. And it's because I saw the video that Jada did the other day, man, where she was trying to get him on camera and he wasn't ready. You can see it in his face. He's been crying. His face looks puffy. He looked like a man that's defeated. He looks like a man that's defeated. And I just want to bring him some flavor, man. I just want to encourage him to be like, look, Will, you know, man, it's going to be all right. You know, I didn't like what you did, but that don't mean that you should be barred out of the academy. But I don't give a damn about their academy. And you shouldn't either. Elijah Muhammad once said, you know, to start worrying about being accepted all the time by them. You a great actor. Go on and write a movie, Will. Go ahead and make a movie. Direct it. Do something good. Don't let nobody put you on no pills and drugs just because you showed your ass. Every last one of us done showed our ass at some point in our life. We regretted it for a few seconds and we moved on and we learned from it. And now we can talk about it today and teach others. But I want to encourage Will Smith because they're treating you bad over what you did. They putting that asterisk on you like Eddie Griffin said. You was too wholesome. You was too clean. I would encourage you this. And I know that, you know, I can't really get in people's relationships, but man, you don't need her, bro. But that's your choice. But what I want to tell you, Will Smith, is that from me and the creators of Coffee Talk Podcast, man, we still ride with you. You know, you still funny to us, man. You still a good brother. I don't know what's going to happen with you and Chris Rock. Only time heals. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm not going to continue to beat you down, brother. That's not what we do here at Coffee Talk Podcast. We lift our people up. So that's our thoughts here on Will Smith, man. We'll get back right, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get your movie game going on, man. We don't need to be at their award shows. You know what I'm saying? We really don't. You know, you still good with us, man. Get your head right. Get your mental right. Relax, man. Get you some fresh air, man. Drink you something nice and reflect and empower yourself. That's all I really could say about that. All right, so now moving on to our final segment, which is our 3 acknowledgments that we like to call our story. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. And so number 1 of the 3 acknowledgments, we like to give acknowledgement on this day, or actually, I'm sorry, on April 10th. I mean, I know it's April 12th, but on being that it's only a few days away, we still want to give the acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? So we want to go ahead and give this acknowledgement that on April 10th, 1947, Jackie Robinson had joined the Brooklyn Dodgers and became the first black in the major leagues in modern times. Larry Doby joined the Cleveland Indians on July 6th and became the first black in the American League. 3 other blacks played in the major leagues in 1947. Dan Bankhead, who was a pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, Willard Brown, who was an outfielder for the St. Louis Browns, and Henry Thompson, who was an infielder also for the St. Louis Browns. So we want to go ahead and tip our hats off to those gentlemen and give them their acknowledgement that on April 10th, 1947, Jackie Robinson joined the Brooklyn Dodgers. So we're going to definitely go with that. Our next acknowledgement of the night, we want to go ahead and say that on April 18th, 1954, I'm sorry. Let me recap. April 18th, 1954, the Bandung Conference of Leaders of Colored Nations of Africa and Asia opened up in Indonesia. Also, Indonesia was the flavor of the night. But the Bandung Conference, that's BANDUNG, Conference of Leaders of Colored Nations, got together from Africa and Asia in Indonesia. And that was on April 18th, 1954. All right. And in the last one here, I want to go ahead and say this, that it was actually April 18th when James B. Parson was named Chief Judge of the Federal District Court in Chicago and became the first Black to hold that position. And that was on April 18th, 1974. So those are our 3 acknowledgments for tonight. May you enjoy our show. Make sure that you go ahead and hit the share button. Share this with your friends. Let them know that there's a new, cool, hip-hop, intellectual show that's called Coffee Talk. And this Coffee Talk podcast, Coffee Talk, the Cultural Variety Show. Let them know that we're here. You can actually check us out on YouTube. You can subscribe. You can definitely hit the like button. You definitely can leave a comment, you know. And I want to let you know you're always welcome. Again, this is Coffee Talk Podcast. We'll see you on Wednesday for our sports edition. For those that follow, you know how we get down. So we will see you on Wednesday for our Coffee Talk Sports Edition. I am your host, MISHUMA SABA, M.SABA. And this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Hit you with that universal. We out of here. Peace.